Okay, so I know my lips is extra glossy today, child. I actually have a sore right here. Where is it? Right there. I don't know what it was, child. It was just infected like hell, but it's healing now. But I just got a little neosporin on there, and I was just like, well, hell, I can't just have just one glossy spot on my lips, so I might as well gloss up the whole thing. So that's what it is. But how is this video gonna go? I just wanted to briefly come on here and just give my thoughts on the Nipsey Hussle situation and black people and black culture and everything that's just have been put on us. And I don't know how this video gonna go. Y'all know I'm very random. It's very all over the place, my videos. But I just wanted to talk about this because it's just something on my spirit. And, it's going to work my nerves if I can't get it off my spirit. First of all, let me send a rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Y'all know what happened. We all know what happened by now. I believe it was March 31st when, the unfortunate shooting happened. When he got shot outside of his establishment. Absolutely horrible thing that happened. God bless him and his family. God bless Lauren London and the rest of his family members. Any of that. Now, mind you, I'm not from California. I'm here in South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. I didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was. But I'm also not really a big fan of like rap, like gangster rap. I'm into R&B. I'm R&B head. I'm into R&B, soul, hip hop, and pop. That's my gig. In particular, and to be honest with you, mainly I just listen to older music. From I go as far as the '60s sometimes, so and all the way up to year what, maybe 2010. That's about my cutoff limit. And there are certain, if the legends come out with something I like, I'll listen to it. Or people that I genuinely enjoy, I'll still listen to the music that they put out today. But as far as like a lot of hardcore rap and stuff, I don't know. Like a lot of these rappers that's out these days and stuff, they just all seem like the same person to me. God bless them, but it's just not much variety. It's not much that draws my attention in. The songs just all sound the same. Some of the songs be good, but they all sound like the same song I done heard 2 minutes ago before that song came on. So, that's just whatever. It's just my opinion. Yeah. So, yes, please. Incredibly sad what happened to Nipsey Hussle. God bless his entire family, his kids, just everything. This is another black man that has been gunned down, unfortunately. Due to, it's all kind of speculations out there. But a lot of people saying that he had a personal issue with Nipsey. I don't know, but it's just very much so clear, at least to me, that it's gang related, etc. Y'all know that he was I believe he was a Blood, or I believe so. But as he got older, he matured and he decided to, try to get out of that lifestyle and, just become a different person, et cetera, et cetera. There's been some things about Nipsey, about, him being homophobic and all this kind of stuff. He had recently, I don't know how recent it was, but anyway, I heard about it. I think recently. But he posted something on Instagram where he was basically talking about how there was an image of little black boys or whatever. And, how they're doing, big things in the community. They had graduated or something of that sort. Little kids that's, going places and stuff. He said this is the image that, is never shown of black men. He said mostly it's, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's mostly of black men. They're either extra violent, extra aggressive, homosexual, or they're deadbeat fathers. And he was just saying just in the world in general. In which, is he telling the truth? Yeah. I feel like He is. But he went on the Breakfast Club. He cleared up some things. A lot of people were saying that he was homophobic, etc., etc. About the whole, about his post, and he basically cleared it up and said that he don't have an issue with gay people. He is in the music industry, is gays all around, etc., etc. Do I think that was an apology? No. But do I expect anything different? No. I feel like we as black people, we are like, it's in our DNA to be homophobic. It just is. Even if you are gay, even if you are lesbian, even if you are trans or whatever, it is in our DNA naturally as black people, as African American people, to be homophobic. That is just something that the majority of us just grow up with. It's just embedded in our DNA. It just is. I always say all the time, for black parents, the worst thing for your daughter to be is a hoe. The worst thing for your son to be is for him to be gay or go to jail. And I guess the same with your daughter, for her to be a hoe or go to jail. So it's just something that's in us, in general. But, am I upset about Nipsey Hussle's comments or nothing like that? No. It's like I said, it's whatever, it's expected. Do I expect a gangster rapper to be here for the gays? No. Now, I don't know why other people do too. That's why I respect, people in the LGBT community who create their own lane, who do their own thing. Because when you really sit back and think about it, are we ever going to be fully accepted in all single groups? No. But is black people accepted in all single groups? Just in general, black people? No. So, of course, you add gay on top of that. I mean, that's another slice out of the norm. And so, and then if you're transgender, that's another slice out the norm. So it's just like, that's why we have all these different programs. Because, and as black people, that's why we all have, and gay people, that's why we have all these different programs and organizations and stuff. I think we need more, but this is why we have those, because we don't feel that we're properly showcased in the same way that somebody straight or somebody white would be. I think that we I think something else he said in the post where he was like, he feels like that's just all over, TV and it was something like I guess he made mention of, it's this whole thing going, not just with him, but it's this whole thing going around that, that gay people are turning kids gay, or it's so much homosexuality or whatever on TV, and that's gonna make your kids gay or something. It's just like representation. There's something to be said about representation, but if that's just not who you are, if that's just not in you, that's just not what you're gonna be. The reason it's showcased now, because years and years and years and years and years, for years, it hasn't been showcased, gay people on TV, etc., especially gay people of color on TV. This is actually, Pose is actually the first show that I can think of where they have an entire, for the main cast is all LGBT people, black and Latina. Like, that's never happened before, like, still. And it's like the norm. I guess people just get upset about, like, seeing that. It's almost like people don't mind gay people, but just as long as they stay in their lane, just as long as they stay in the closet, just as long as it ain't over here in my face. I don't mind you being gay, but just as long as you over there, you 50 yards from me, And it's just like, and that can be said for how we was, how we was brought about, how we was treated back in the day as African American people. It's like, okay, you stay your black ass over there. You use this water fountain. You ain't using ours, but you can use this one. It's the whole thing as to why, So I don't understand. It really irks my nerves and bothers my soul how, but everything comes from slavery. Everything has been put on us to make us feel bad about everything about us. If you're darker, if everything, all that comes from slavery. It's just nothing but systematic oppression, all of it, to just not make us like who we are. And we constantly as black people are trying to fit in. We constantly as black gay people are trying to fit in into roles, into groups, subgroups that we would never ultimately fit in. Because as soon as they get mad, or as soon as they don't need us anymore, or as soon as we're not doing anything for them anymore, we out. And now we just sit back looking crazy because we thought we had a friend. I know I'm talking about a lot of random stuff. I hope y'all sticking with me. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to explain it the best as I can. I don't know why we glorify gang culture. I don't understand that. And I'm from the hood myself. But obviously, probably my hood here in South Carolina is different from the hood up there in LA, clearly. But I don't understand why we glorify that. There's only two ways that people that's in gang culture is going to end up, either in jail or dead, or if you're still alive, you all beat up and whatever else, and you just have a bunch of stories to tell. More than likely, a lot of your homeboys and homegirls is out, casket sharp, and I'm not even being funny. It's just so much has been set for us to fail, so much in life, and we're just constantly every day just trying to break down barriers. But we've come to a place where we're just so individually, we're just so selfish, and we don't see the bigger picture. And we all just try to change who we are just to fit in, and it's just like, we can't do that. It's never gonna happen. Not the way that we want it to. It appears to be equal, but it's never actually equal. No. I don't know why we glorify gang culture. I don't know why. Like I said, I've heard rumblings of his name, Nipsey Hussle, but I actually didn't know who actually he was until, unfortunately, he passed away. Everybody going around, I hear like Diddy and Jay-Z's giving, his family money and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, I get irritated sometimes because we as black people, I feel like we're obligated all the time to, like, for instance, like to support the Nipsey Hussle, to support of the world, to support, people who, would they actually turn around and support me, somebody like me? Is it a celebrity thing? Is it it's like, why do we glorify that? Like, why? Like, you almost make black people feel shamed if they don't support or glorify or uplift certain people. But at the same time, we downtrodden and downplaying and degrading our own people, other people. It's like we can uplift certain black people, but other black people we keep down on the ground. And we criticize and ignore. Why is that? Why are we that way? I don't understand. I really don't. But hell, it's a lot in life I don't understand. But I don't understand. Am I tripping? We can talk about it in the comments more. That's pretty much all I had to say. I know this video is a little random. I know it's much, but hey, that's why it's a Chalaki Thoughts video. It's so sad what happened to him. I can't even imagine. But if it was somebody else, would it be on the same level? Listen, I'm not taking away anything he's ever done. I heard he was an entrepreneur. He did a lot for LA, etc. But similar to a lot of, there's not many, but how there's, certain organizations to help black men uplift young black boys, etc., etc. Would you still be able to relate to me and uplift me, knowing that I'm like you, because we're both black men, but I'm not exactly like you in terms of how you think, in terms of what you do, in terms of you being straight, in terms of me being gay, in that kind of situation? Would you actually be still willing to help me, knowing that, you don't necessarily believe in who I am as a person? Y'all see what I'm saying? I don't know. But honestly, God bless him and God bless, his family. Like I said, everybody. But it's just different. It's just conversations that we need to have as a community. There's a lot that we still need to do as a people. But I've said this once, and I'll continue to say it until I see a change. We're never ever going to go anywhere as a black race until we all stick together. Straight black people, gay black people, trans black people, bi black people, and everybody else. From the senators and the mayors and the lawyers to the teachers and the janitors and the librarians and anybody else, the construction, anybody else. We all as a people have to stick together and just be one. And just cut out some of this foolishness, I don't know. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at @IsKingsware Instagram and Twitter. At @IsKingsware89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. I love you so much. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.